Welcome to the short walkthrough video on experiment number 3, identifying unknowns. You have either printed this or you can access this on D2L under experiment number 3. When you download the document, you will see that there are some preliminary exercises as shown here, and then there are provided experimental procedures. There's multiple parts to this lab. The first thing you want to do is go to the provided link. When you do that, this will come up. You'll want to give it a moment to load the virtual lab. And then you're going to want to follow the instructions on the form. So it tells you to click on the stockroom and add a variety of things. Okay, so we're in the stockroom. We're going to add water. You can go back to the stockroom to add the metal. And now you have everything you need for the experiment, material-wise. Then it also tells you to click on a variety of glassware under stockroom. So again, follow the instructions there. These expand. And you will want to gather the materials that you're asked for. One of them is a 50 ml grad cylinder, 250 ml beaker, so on and so forth. And then it asks you to click on tools and add a balance to your workbench. If you add too many things to the workbench, it will tell you have to remove stuff. That's perfectly fine as well if you need to remove one or two of the metals while you're working with the first one. Then it explains that you have to use the balance and the weigh boat, find and record the mass of metal 1, add water to the beaker, transfer the water to the grad cylinder. It specifically says only fill the grad cylinder about 25 milliliters or so, and then pour the contents of the weigh boat into the grad cylinder and record the new volumes. So you'll have water in the grad cylinder, you'll pour the metal in, you'll be able to record the initial volume as well as the final volume. It will tell you in the simulation. And then it asks that you repeat the process for metals 2 and 3. And then the lab goes through a variety of calculations. It tells you must show all work, calculate your volumes, calculate your densities, and it tells you to plug in your results at the end. So down here, you would select what metal you have for all 3, and you'll press check. Okay. If you get it incorrect, you should go back and repeat as needed. All right. So it does kind of go through and it explains to you what the densities are of each of the 3 metals that are involved up here at the top. Make sure you pay attention to that and you use those values as you were assigning what metal 1, metal 2, and metal 3 are. Then for part B of the experiment, it asks you to watch a video. I'm not going to click on this, but you watch the video. It tells you to fill in the data, okay, down here, okay. As you are working, you're going to write a procedure for the experiment as well. As you go through and watch that video, it asks that you pause the video, find the mass, so on and so forth. And again, you'll fill this entire thing out. And then, once you are done with the video, you will go through and you will answer these questions. Just like it asks you here in question number 1 and before, it says show your work. No work shown will result in no points earned for this question. And there's a critical thinking question here as well. Notice it's worth a lot more points than the others. Please make sure when you answer that you also explain your reasoning in detail. And that is experiment number 3.